Jai Shri Ram, the Adhyatma Ramayana and the Valmiki Ramayana, differences and deviations. Now, Adhyatma Ramayana is a book written by Vedavyasa. You will get a copy in Ramakrishna Math, you can buy it. Translation by Swami Tapasyananda. Adhyatma Ramayana by Vedavyasa. It is actually found in the Brahmanda Purana. It is a spiritual version of the Ramayana. Okay. Now, I'm just going to read out a summary in this book. What are the differences between the Adhyatma Ramayana and the Valmiki Ramayana? I'll just take you on a quick tour. Okay. In the Balakanda, you see, Swamiji writes, he, however, credits Rama with many achievements impossible for a man and thus indirectly projects his divinity. The Adhyatma, on the other hand, harps at every turn on Rama's incarnation hood, though his character as a devoted adherent of Dharma is not neglected. In the Valmiki Ramayana, Rama is born as an ordinary human infant, but Adhyatma presents him at birth as the four-handed Mahavishnu with all the divine emblems. Okay. Valmiki Ramayana has 24,000 verses, Adhyatma has only 3653 verses. Okay. Next, in the Ahalya episode, according to Valmiki, she was converted into an invisible presence by her irate husband Rishi Gautama to do penance for her failing. Even before seeing Rama, the effect of the curse is exhausted and she appears before Rama. It is Rama who does her obeisance. Ramudu Namaskaram Bedtad as a great ascetic woman. According to Adhyatma, she has been converted into a rock, and on Rama placing his feet on that rock, she gets her old form. She adores Rama and recites a grand hymn, exalt him as the supreme Brahman himself. Okay, now let's look at some more. I'm just scanning, I don't want to spend too much time. In the Valmiki Ramayana, there is no lecture as in the Adhyatma on the divinity of Rama by Vamadeva. Okay. In the Valmiki, to appease Lakshmana's wrath at the injustice of his father's decision, Rama only speaks to him briefly about destiny and gives him some general advice. But in the Adhyatma, this advice forms an elaborate philosophical discourse, the first of Lakshmanopadesha. I think that is Rama Gita. Okay. In the Adhyatma, Kaikeyi apologizes to Rama at Chitrakuta. Okay. All this is unknown in Valmiki Ramayana. And in the Valmiki Ramayana, Bharata is finally persuaded by Rama to return. Okay. To return by Rama. And Vashishta, taking Bharata aside, reveals to him the divinity of Rama and informs him the purpose of coming to the forest. Very interesting. Okay. Aranyakanda. The destruction of Viradha, the first incident in this Kanda, is described somewhat differently in the two Ramayanas. Both state that he was a Gandharva who became a Rakshasa under a curse. In the Valmiki, as he could not be killed by weapons, he is buried in a deep pit. But in the Adhyatma, he is killed by weapons. He again regains his Gandharva form and praises Rama as the very divinity in the most fervent hymns in the text. Okay, next one. In Valmiki's account, all the rishis welcome Rama and receive him as a great ruler come to rid the forest occupied by the rishis of the Rakshasas infesting them. But none of them address him as divinity incarnate. But in the Adhyatma, all these sages receive Rama as Vishnu incarnate and address highly fervent hymns. Right? Okay. Next, Rama Gita. After settling down in Panchavati on Agastya's advice, Lakshmana, according to Adhyatma, asks Rama to instruct him on the means of attaining salvation. Rama then gives him an elaborate discourse on Jnana and Bhakta, conveying the quintessence of Vedanta, which is known as, this is unknown in Valmiki's text. So, Rama Gita occurs in the Adhyatma Ramayana. Okay. This is another interesting one. I have put a star mark there. Before Ravana approaches Maricha to assume the shape of a golden deer and decoy Rama by his movements as the step preparatory to the abduction of Sita, Ravana, according to Adhyatma Ramayana, soliloquizes to the effect that Rama must be Vishnu incarnate come to destroy him, and that destruction at Rama's hand is an easier way of gaining salvation than through spiritual practices, and that by abducting Sita he could provoke Rama to fight and kill him soon and thus enable him to attain salvation. This is called Vidvesha Bhakti. Okay. So this is a feature unknown to Valmiki. who depicts Ravana as really lusting after Sita and fighting to death for getting the prize of a Sita. Now you see, to know Rama you have to study not just Valmiki, you have to study so many Ramayanas. Now one more. According to the Adhyatma, unknown to Lakshmana, Rama informs Sita that Ravana will be coming to abduct her, and that therefore he is handing her over to the fire deity Agni for safe custody till he takes her back again. In her place, a double of Sita is left in the ashrama, and it is this illusory Sita that Ravana abducts. This is not known, this is unknown in Valmiki, according to which the real Sita is abducted. So in the Adhyatma Ramayana, the Maya Sita is abducted. Okay, next. According to Adhyatma, Rama, after killing Maricha and before meeting Lakshmana, soliloquizes that he will thereafter be lamenting bitterly over Sita's loss, like any infatuated lover, just to make everyone believe that he is only a man. There are many places thereafter where Rama laments over Sita. All these, according to Valmiki, however, are real lamentations that are elaborated in a touching manner with great poetic beauty. Okay, so you see, so interesting it is. Next, Kishkinda Kanda, I am going. See, after the destruction of Vali, his wife Tara laments is given in both the Ramayanas. In the Valmiki, it is Hanuman who consoles her. Rama only talks very little. In the Adhyatma, however, Rama gives her an elaborate advice on the philosophy of Vedanta, practice of devotion, and consoles her. In the Adhyatma, while Rama is staying at Mount Pravarshana after the coronation of Sugriva, he gives an elaborate discourse to Lakshmana. Okay, fine. Let us see some more. And what next? Sundarakanda. In the Adhyatma, okay. Sampati gives an elaborate philosophical discourse to the monkeys, who quoting that he has heard from, say, Chandramas. This is absent in Valmiki. In Adhyatma, Ravana is depicted as sorrowing. This is very interesting. Please listen carefully. In the Adhyatma, Ravana is depicted as sorrowing in mind that in spite of his having abducted Sita, Rama has not yet come to kill him. Because he has already been stated before, Ravana's sole object in abducting Sita is to hasten his own death at Rama's hands. Interesting. So, Ravana thinks, now I'll read the whole thing. In the midst of such anxious thoughts, one day he falls asleep at night and has a dream of an emissary of Rama coming as a small monkey to discover Sita, and of that monkey as hiding on the Shimshapa tree to observe what is happening with Sita. Ravana thinks that this dream must be factual. He therefore feels that if he now goes to Sita and speaks harsh words to her, the monkey will hear it and report to Rama, and Rama, knowing the miserable condition of Sita, will hasten to come to her rescue. This is why he comes to Sita before daybreak with a retinue of women and makes advances to Sita, and thereafter threatens to eat her up while Hanuman is watching from above on the Shimshapa tree. Thus, the Adhyatma tries to project Ravana as a covert devotee. The Adhyatma tells us that Ravana is a covert devotee. All this is unknown in Valmiki. Okay. So what more? Ah, on reaching the seashore, Rama in Valmiki indulges in a bitter lamentation of Sita, just like a passionate lover. The Adhyatma rarely merely mentions that he lamented, but immediately explains it away as an appearance only, attributed to him by ignorant men. Ah, so you see, Valmiki paints Rama with human imperfections. That is there. And what next? The Adhyatma, on the other hand, wants to highlight Rama's divinity and explain away whatever human imperfections are found. A conspicuous addition in the Adhyatma is Rama's installation of the Shivalinga. Please listen carefully. There are some Kathavachaks who don't read, they are talking nonsense. A conspicuous addition in the Adhyatma is Rama's installation of the Shivalinga in Rameshwara before the construction of Setu, for the success of the enterprise, as also his declaration about the method and merits of pilgrimage to Rameshwara and Setubandha. According to Valmiki, while Rama is returning from Lanka in the Pushpaka with Sita, he shows to her the Setubandha, and he describes it as a holy pilgrimage. He also said it was a great place where the great God, the mighty Lord, shed his grace on me. But whether this has any reference to installing Rameshwara is uncertain. So get this clear. In Adhyatma Ramayana, Rama actually installed the Linga in Rameshwaram, but in Ramayana it is not there. So there are some scholars, uh, like Chaganti and Garikapati and some others also, who are saying no, 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 it is not there. Rama did not. Arre Baba, if you study, you will understand that in Adhyatma it is there, but in Valmiki, Rama did not install. So Rama came so many times. So so many times he has taken avatara, and and in every avatara, you see there are slight differences. Okay. In the Adhyatma, the spy Shuka sermonizes to Ravana, but in the Valmiki, he gives only an impressive report of Rama's strength, which annoys Ravana. Okay. In the Valmiki, Malyavan only speaks to Ravana of the threatening portents and advises him to restore Sita, but he does not expatiate on Rama's divinity as in the Adhyatma. Okay. So what next? Hmm. So you should buy a copy. Now let us see. According to Adhyatma, Lakshmana's special qualification for being deputed to confront and kill Indrajit is that he has been observing fast and night vigil for the past 12 years. Indrajit could only be killed by such a person. There is no such reference in the Valmiki. Okay. So Chaganti and Garikapati, they all said Rama ate meat, Krishna ate meat. So this is wrong. Adhyatma is clearly telling us that Lakshmana fasted for 12 years, actually for 14 years. Okay, here what is he saying? Swamiji is saying observing fast and night vigil for the past 12 years. So only such a person can kill Indrajit. Whereas Lakshmana fasted and did not sleep for 14 years. So he was eminently capable, which means that Lakshmana did not eat meat. Indrajit kills a Maya Sita. Rama, failing to understand that this is an illusion created by black magic, falls into depression and indulges in deep mourning until Vibhishana enlightens him about the illusory nature of the event. This has no place in Adhyatma. Okay. Ah. See, in the final fight between Rama and Ravana, there are several important differences between Adhyatma and Valmiki. In the Adhyatma, before the battle starts, Ravana begins a fire rite, Agnihotram, uh, performing black magic on the advice of Shukracharya, and the rite is obstructed by monkey forces. When they find that no amount of personal attack could distract Ravana, so they drag all the women folk of Ravana before him and begin to disrobe and insult them. So their cries and appeals make Ravana stop the yajnam and come out of the battle. No such incident is described in the Valmiki. Ah. Krishna is Ushana Kavi in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, I am Ushana Kavi means Shukracharya. So this is a very interesting thing in Adhyatma to stop Ravana from doing the yajna. Okay. So next, let us see. This page ulta aa gaya. Okay. So I think I'll stop here. I hope you enjoyed listening to this. Probably buy a book, copy, and read it. Jai Shri Ram.